how long.
Overview?
He's just rusty.
It's just rusty.
So we are up to session number 110 of the Friday night group, which puts us over like 160 all up.
Woo!
And it is season 6, episode 2, coming back from a unfortunate event of episode 1, which was an interesting start to the season of a comedy of just how many things can go wrong. Firstly, they got the instructions on how to get in there safely, even though it was given in passing. Which, of course, they thought, we'll just better make sure that that is the way to do it, so they set the traps off.
The rogue set the traps off.
Go
Rogue.
And
Rogue had previously watched Home Alone.
And then while the neighbours were sticking their heads out to find out what was going on, they decided to go and bang on the doors. Got introduced to the judge, who will be trying whoever survives case afterwards. And then they broke into the place in front of all the witnesses using the key in broad daylight, and proceeded to push their way in while examining stuff in the front hallway, breaking a priceless statue.
Goodness me.
That is not how it went down.
We're then challenged by the nobles of the house, who were then proceeded to be beaten up by the home invaders.
Only one of them.
Both of them were getting beaten up by the home invaders.
Were they?
Yes, the lady of the house was as well.
I thought she was manhandled, but not beaten up.
Just grappled,
Whilst I, on the other hand, decided pugilism was the way to go. That's the recipe for success.
Hey, doing the whole string someone up by their neck is not necessarily manhandling, but the manhandling happened when she was being dragged upstairs to the bedroom.
and because
Typical orc.
he was never manhandled, it was merely mauled by an animal.
Which would be how it would be written up on the reports.
Martin, I just got a notification 2 years ago. Star Wars
Dingo
tonight,
took the lady of the house.
of their past actions catches up with them for the players. Yeah, we seem to be getting in trouble every year.
And you're surprised by this? How exactly?
Well, hey, I do like to end on a cliffhanger where, oh crap, what have you done?
It really that was one of the biggest we've had in a while though. This is like oh shit moment. We are fucked
I
up.
don't know.
So we had ended the last session with a gnome climbing up into the top compartment to disable the alarm system. Of course, that was his excuse, and I'm sure he'll stick to it. We had the fearless leader running away.
Run away!
As far as everyone else knows, you're not there. You have disappeared, so you have run away.
You triggered the trap and you fucked off.
And we had the second in command pummeling the owner and sponsor of the guards' annual gala in front of the guards.
No, I've never hit him in front of the guards.
Oh really?
Just the sounds of ow, stop it, help!
And we had our fearless orc dragging the lady of the house upstairs. And we had, I believe Parry was heading upstairs as well.
I was already up, so I'm pretty sure.
I think everyone was on the next floor except for the gnome that moved.
Oh no, not everyone was upstairs. We had Willie was on the bottom level, as was Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Andre did not head up. Andre was in
Andre is currently in the doorway because I just opened the door because I wasn't going to let the guards break something that we would have had to pay anyway.
I don't believe the door was ever shut.
Nope.
It was shut.
It was shut.
Yeah.
But I opened
Yeah,
it because the guards were coming in.
It did get shut to block out the
home invasion
neighbours.
Yeah, the home invasion.
So that's the GM short version of that. Would you like to add anything to make that sound less horrific, or would you like me to go further?
It's all lies and slander and
Fake news.
It's fake
It's all fake news.
Fake news.
I will put tariffs on you.
Okay.
It's the greatest home invasion.
It's the greatest home
Everyone
invasion.
says so.
Did you mention the
You can't-
back-girdling string?
You can't
that,
blame the
woman was
wall.
doing?
I did not, but it was a good addition to add to the horrificness of what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
We're not.
So I will ask people to give me a initiative roll
Yay!
to see exactly how much poop you land in.
Yay.
Yay!
All
Um,
the poop.
All the
I
poop.
am using stealth because I am currently stealthed.
Like I'm using
Great.
stealth, or hopefully it won't matter anyway.
There, we'll find out.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, so what is Willie's initiative?
27.
Oh. Should we
What
introduce
is-
characters?
I will get you to introduce when you get to act, and you'll see just how badly it goes.
Yay.
Next up, we have what's Throp's initiative.
28.
What is Parry's initiative?
23.
What is Swift's initiative?
24.
What is Scar's initiative?
25.
Apparently, you're trying to go in order here. What is Andre's initiative?
31.
You had to break the trend, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
One person has to do it.
Well, considering I rolled a 9,
Yeah.
off to a good start.
Alright. I rolled an 18,
Those are all 9.
which I was quite happy about.
Actually, to be honest, I'm kind of good that I rolled a 9.
You're terrified of the...
Yeah, flash I'm like,
I got PTSD, I got PTSD. Sorry, you'll see mine flashing over here too. That's not quite as daunting.
Daunting, yeah.
I keep bringing out the big flashy one again.
Good.
I do bring it out every now and again, but it is getting duller and duller. I may have to see if I can charge it on a phone charging station and see if it actually provides some charge to the battery.
Maybe.
It's the only way to do it without cutting it open.
Yeah.
Actually,
I kind of wish they made it more repairable. with,
It
like,
was
right
designed to be
repairs.
disposable,
Yeah.
which is not a great.
Yeah.
No, which is not a great
That,
thing.
that they make you go and buy another one.
Yeah, but then they've gone out of business, and no one's taken up the paying for it. Well, but the dice are now getting smaller with batteries, so they're actually the same size as normal dice.
You can't really tell the difference, and they flash no matter what you roll,
Pretty much.
just to scare people.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start the introductions with Andre. You open the door. There is a bunch of shiny things pointing in your direction. Please describe how horrific and horrified you look.
I don't.
There is blood on you.
How the hell did I get blood on my...
The woman did get a lot of damage, and there was a stab of the orc, and Willie did get stabbed as well, and there was also blood coming from the guy who got pummeled, as that was not a gentle pummeling.
But it's all...
Did somebody
It's
get hit in the
pissed.
artery and
but it's
sprayed
not-
the entire room?
No,
It still
please.
hurts.
Just as well I did cast healing.
Oh, of course you can. I'm just talking game mechanics.
On the plus side, blood doesn't really show up well on black.
So, describe your Andre.
Yes. Andre's currently wearing a... what was it?
Is he proudly displaying the symbol of his god?
Yes, I am. It is out in the open. I'm just trying to work out what... I think I was wearing heavy leather. Studded leather. Otherwise, I was probably in your ear.
And unlike the other heavy leather clothing clerics, you don't have the whips and chains.
No, I'm not the god of. I don't worship the god of pain.
Calistria is not the goddess of pain,
No. Nope.
but she is. She does have heavy leather in her clothing.
She's a goddess of fun. And she is.
Okay, that's my heart.
Callisto checks. Equally checks Dr. Rock and Roll.
And don't forget,
Oh, no,
vengeance is hers!
Yeah, it's
Yes.
hide armor, so that's heavy leather, isn't it?
Hide armor is a heavy form of leather, yes.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
it's
black.
finished.
Yeah, well, it's right, but it's black. Over that, I'm currently wearing a what was it? Weathered trench coat type thing. Basically, I look like Van Helsing from Van Helsing. Wearing it with the symbol of Rasma on my left side over my heart.
They can't see that part.
Big hand?
They can't see that part. Unless it's on the outside of your clothing.
It's on the outside. It's on my
On your armor.
what the hell do they call that heavy coat? I am not showing any weapons in my hand because I haven't drawn anything, so I'm currently unarmed. Yes, so I am not really shocked to see the guards front up because of the amount of commotion fronting in.
Well, I have got quicker than you might have expected.
No, not really, because they would have been coming as soon as a certain rogue would try to climb the fence.
And you do see before you that they have shiny, vibrating halberds pointed inches from your face as the door opens.
Yeah, I know that. Is the judge behind you?
At this stage, you just see these big, shiny weapons that are glowing
Yep.
and giving off a hum.
Ooh, okay. I didn't know they actually had magical halberds, but...
You're in the noble district. All the people here get the best of the city has to offer.
Okay, I need to remember that. So these guys are the guards.
Well, if someone's going to try to break into a and do any damage, the least place they want it to happen is where the rich people are. So they're the most equipped soldiers of the city. Okay, so we have our and what do you say? Your first action was opening the door.
Yep. What the hell happened here? Okay.
Do you put your hands up in submission and get down on your knees and put your hands behind your heads?
Yeah, I'll do that and also yell everybody to do the same thing. And then I am going to see if I can talk to the sergeant of the guards.
You wouldn't have
here as well.
You wouldn't have that long. You've only got seconds here.
Okay.
This is not a social encounter.
Okay. Well, I basically tell. Okay, everybody, the constabulary is here. Surrender, and we can talk out this. Then I get down on my hands and knees.
Okay, so
With my hands in the air.
next up we have is Zarthrop, who's currently hidden away in the what's considered the 4th floor of the place in the attic, which doesn't have any ladders or stuff visible to go up into because he found the secret compartment to go up.
And pulled the work ladder up behind me.
Yes, that's why I thought I would remind people of his current point of safety.
Okay.
And would you please describe yourself, Jeremy?
Yeah, so the Garthop Palingamole, okay. Obviously, typical gnome. He enjoys playing with various concoctions of various types, and he might get, there might be a slight giggle maybe during combat, but otherwise perfectly fine. But yeah, can get interested in all things Thassilonian and is considered one of Pathfinder Society's experts on the culture, which is why they got sent over to investigate one of the Thassilonian things about a year or so ago and got lost. But hey, that was fine because there was plenty of time to look around to examine the remains. He was not actually concerned about getting away from the place when the rest of the party was desperately trying to negotiate with the Lich to get out of there.
And Zarthrop also has in one of his pockets the biggest piece of the statue below that had the runes carved into it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. Well, he's got a spacious pouch, so yeah, it'll quite happily fit in that.
I'm sure they weren't using it anymore.
Yeah, hey. I'm sure they won't notice it's gone. So, and if they do, it's obviously the result of the thieves that are here downstairs. But yeah, so at this stage, so he's was going up there to turn off the alarm, but hearing the announcement that the guards were already there, he's just quietly closed the door behind him at the attic and is taking a quick look around to find a good hiding spot in the attic.
Okay, you do notice that there is ventilation grates in the front and rear of the attic, as a lot of buildings with attics have those, so you could quite easily open it from the inside and slip out the back without anyone seeing.
He'll likely do that, but not yet. He's going to give it a little bit, just to look into what happens downstairs, and if nothing else, hey, there was another base that he could look at if the commotion all dies down. So.
The other thing is he hopefully finds some evidence to justify Willie in beating crap out of the noble, as we think that he's got something to do with the undead.
Well, that was certainly part of his thought process. Was, hey, we had come to this house not just to look at ancient bases, so if there's the opportunity to have a look around the house, possibly if the guards take the miscreants off a lot and the owners go with them to lay press charges or that kind of thing, then there might be an opportunity to have a bit of a look around.
Okay.
But this guy is well hidden.
Up next we have Willie, who's covered in blood even though it's his own.
I didn't take that much damage. It's not as though she nicked an artery and I'm spurting everywhere.
No, you do remember that I did heal everyone.
Yes, but I get injured, I bleed, then you heal me.
Yeah, it's not
but
it's
But
visible
the
blood.
thing is, I also healed the noble who you were beating up too.
He also loved blowing
I'm
him.
still on the outside.
Well, he's
That's how I found out they're not undead, because I healed everyone.
He's unconscious, so that's all that really matters to me at the moment.
Well, he was conscious when I healed him.
Yes, and then I beat him unconscious.
That's even worse now.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, Willie, how does Willie appear?
I'm kneeling over the unconscious body of the noble. My character says, as to the guards that are pointing their pointy, vibrating halberds at our cleric and not at me, I say, "Thank the gods you're here. They've gone upstairs." And I start. Basically, I'm trying to take off. Like in a, you know, when you try to take things away from people's necks to make it easier for them to breathe, that sort of stuff. My characters takes off his hats, takes off his glasses. If he's got a nose ring, I'll take that off. Earrings, I'll take them off. Anything and everything that he's wearing.
You're starting to get a pile of loot.
No, it's over here. It's over here. But I'm taking all his stuff off because my character's convinced that he's wearing either he himself is a shape changer, or he's wearing something illusionary that allows him to take on the shape of others. That's the logic that's going through.
Okay.
What? You're frisking his body? I thought
No.
you were taking your stuff off.
No. What?
Okay, so okay, as you're doing that, you notice that the guy beneath you's eyes are open up, and he's just looking up at you as you're.
Oh no! He fell back unconscious.
So just really accidentally knock him back unconscious while removing the earrings.
Whatever it takes.
Why does this remind me of a Mel Brooks movie?
Okay, I'll give you an attack roll.
Look, he stopped breathing.
Chest bump.
Does it also need to do like a stealth roll to make it so that he actually isn't hitting him, but he is hitting him?
No.
So he's not. That's secretly. Yeah.
He's known as low blow sometimes as well. So.
31.
31. Yes, there is a crack as you manage to break his nose.
Okay. Whoops. Does his eyes roll back in his head?
They do not.
He's still unconscious.
Still conscious.
What the fuck?
You have a feeling he was playing possum.
Either that. Or
I basically go, all right, buddy, that's the way you want to play it. Crack my knuckles. Right. Punch, 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 punch. In front of the guards.
Okay. There's now a sneaking suspicion this is going to be like Superman Returns, and you've just pissed off Superman.
I was trying to be subtle, and that's just gone right out the door.
Okay, so that brings us to Mark and Scar. So Mark, would you like to describe Scar, who does know just how much deep doo-doo he's in?
That doesn't until the door opens, but your middle camera going back to the kitchen is not working because all I see is really non-movable. So I thought just to give you a heads up.
And we all know he's working hard punching the guy in the face, isn't he? So we know it's moving.
I've got the girl, so the guy.
You took the girl upstairs.
I got the madam. So.
You got the cousin of the foxglove that we were trying to look for.
So the person they wanted to talk to is the person you've dragged upstairs.
Mm.
Yeah, so I had in my book, Martin, and this is where I differ from you. I had it by both wrists. I actually broke her wrist.
Oh no, you disarmed her by breaking her wrist. You had one hand on her neck the whole time.
Are you sure?
I disagree on that one. I didn't do it yet, anyway.
I told you to back either way.
Yeah.
The end
Anyway,
of
as soon as I see the guards there, and I slowly put it down because the mouth's still open, and then I'll go to my knees and put my hands on the back. That's all I'm going to do.
You do know that they will not arrest you.
They're going to kill you, dude.
Yeah.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You're a dead man.
That's fine. I'm used to this.
But no, the point is...
You wouldn't be used to it because you'd only be killed once as an orc.
YOLO.
That's fine, man. It's all good. I made this. Yeah, I think this decision's been made before I got here tonight, so it's okay.
Well, no, you can always run.
Run for it. What are you waiting for?
And the thing is that they're not. It's not like they're going to put a wanted person up for a stray dog as far as they're concerned that's run away.
Mm-hmm.
The only way your character survives is if you escape.
Or go down the place and going.
On the plus side, if you run, we do not have to pay the cleanup mess.
Okay, let's be 3 through that. I didn't think I had opportunity to run, but okay.
That's why I'm giving you the options of saying what's best for your character. Might not be best for the rest of the group, but it's best for your character.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Mark, let's say, Mark's not saying you got to get away, but you can attempt to run.
Run, dog, run!
Where I'm on the top of the stairs,
You made it up to the first floor.
is there a window like on the opposite direction of the
There are windows facing the back of the place, and you can basically run out that way.
Okay.
To the window.
The question is, would I throw them over the landing or not?
I'm just reliving Wednesday night over here. Just saying.
Wednesday night did have another cluster
Out the
of
window.
interesting outcomes.
Out the window.
Literally jumping from the third floor window.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Silly.
Yeah.
So,
I survived.
so can we let Mark finish, please?
Yes.
Sorry.
Let me go, guys, please. So, the first thing I'm going to do, is rage.
Yep.
On rage deck, which is, I believe, one action if I don't do it on a
Well, we had initiative. You could have chosen to rage with your initiative as a free thing.
Have the three actions then. First action is to, if there's an open room somewhere, I'll throw the lady in the open room.
Okay, so yes, you throw her through the door.
Yep. Then
It's now open.
next two actions. The first one, I'm going to jump through a window in the opposite direction where the guards are.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use, that's 40, using the 40 movement. And then I'll use the last action to do another 40 movement. See if I can get outside there.
Okay, so you do a leap of faith like a assassin from Assassin's Creed. There is no basket below. So you end up taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage, which does your raging reduce that.
Raging only gives me temporary hit points. So,
Didn't you have catfall?
no, I'm not. Why would Barbarian get catfall?
Who else had catfall?
To fall further.
Oh.
Now, with Rage, I just get an extra 12 hit points, so that gives me 7 temporary hit points left. I don't get any damage reduction till later levels, so it's not like D&D. So, and then I'm just going to use, because I have 40, with our Rage, I have 40 feet of movement. I'm going to use the full jump and extra 40 to get as far away from this place as possible. So,
Okay. You start running away before the glass even hits the ground behind you. As there's this boom from the upstairs area to the people below.
well, if that's the only way I'm going to survive, I'm going to go with it.
Absolutely.
Oh.
The reason I was telling you specifically was it even though you've taken a hard-to-play race in a city setting, there are ways you can survive.
Okay, cool.
Your character will never surrender to the guards at any point.
That's right.
I'm
The
Batman.
most important thing you decide is don't get caught.
So it is playable, just don't surrender.
I do whisper, say, Gordon, please get me out of this.
You're calling upon
No.
the god of battle as you run away.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Would you like to take
What
that?
happened last time?
Would you like to take that one back?
Let me take that back, man.
We all know how well that went last time for somebody.
Yes, I should have learned from Emma.
Go ahead, watch me. You know the Sandpoint Devil's behind you, right?
So,
Damn it.
in respect, you may want to instead call upon Desna, the goddess of travelers.
I follow Gordon, so I don't really do that right now. So.
You can call upon different gods for different aspects.
Oh, no, I know Gordon, I don't know anything about it yet. So.
Okay, well, I'm the only one who has issues if I try to call upon another god.
So if I know, how much do I know Magnum Armor?
You know Magnum enough to deal with the back alleys and sewer systems. So I'm assuming you find one of the rush for the closest sewer and use that to escape, because going by a street at this stage is
You also know Death Row.
yeah.
100%.
Okay, so you basically find in your 40 feet of movement the closest sewer entrance and make your escape that way.
Okay. Oh, so far, here. Okay. Yep.
Mainly because the guards would be stupid to try to chase you into a sewer when they can't see like you can.
Yeah. Okay. I'm out of here. I'll leave
Okay.
you guys to other stuff.
Which then brings us to the judge. The judge is outside the place, still dressed in his preceding robes because he was getting ready for his day's work. As he yells out his already pronouncing sentence on those inside. Calling them guilty of disturbing the peace.
Oh, only disturbing the peace?
Because the rest of the charges will come later.
That's a misdemeanor. I'm in.
But it is enough for him to authorize everyone's arrest.
No.
Okay, so we're now up to Swift. And what is... and describe Swift for us.
Swift is your apparently fearless leader.
Never seen.
Currently sometimes goes by the name of Robin. Sir Robin.
No. She has many names. She is a information gatherer who, at the first sign of danger, will always stealth and get her and observe her surroundings.
Wait. Observe your surroundings. Why'd you scale the wall?
Observing her surroundings!
There's a wall, I'm gonna climb it.
Because you see more from up high. Okay?
Swift is his gonna
trees
one
next-
high ground.
Pretty sure there were trees next to the wall, you could have done that.
Whatever. So yeah, she is currently stealth while she's watching this show of. She doesn't even know how to describe it really.
You can see 6 extremely shiny guardsmen out the front with what looks to be another 20 odd coming up both sides of the street.
Oh great, so there's like 50 guards.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
The judge has also set off his alarm.
Oh, okay.
And he gets a preferential treatment on all the guards.
He's an all-call.
Yep.
Okay, so this has now become Terry Pratchett guards.
It's the shots fired call now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's a good chance he would have just called them on the sense that you disturbed his peace.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? Yeah, I was about to say.
She is on the first floor, or as the Americanism, second floor, because they always consider ground floor first floor.
Yeah. First landing. That.
And you can see it out the front through the window of the study area, or dining nook, as it sort of works for both. Designed for 2 people to eat at this table.
Now remind me, I can't remember if I ever picked up the lady of the house's pendant or her brooch.
I don't believe you picked it up.
Because I remember it was on her and I was trying to get it off her while Scar had her grappled.
Would have been a little hard to get it off Scar.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't have that. I am going to.
Pray to the goddess of luck.
Mm-hmm.
Utter all sorts of the oaths under my breath in many languages. I don't want to stick around, but I kind of do because I want to see what happens. I'm going to put myself in a better corner to stealth in, and then I'm going to watch what the judge does with
I am
for now.
Yeah.
Before I plan further.
Okay. Though you do see that there are side windows that you could sneak out into the alley between buildings, which could even jump across to the building next door if needed to, and break into the judge's house while he's not there. I'm sure that won't go down wrong.
You know that box is open.
Yeah, that won't go wrong, right?
I'm sure you've got a wife and family.
I have escape options, yes.
You have many escape options. Unfortunately, you don't know where your entire crew is, though.
No.
And there's this big gaping hole in the north side of the building where the orc jumped out.
Yes. Yes, I did see that happen. That's fine. I don't blame him. I am very tempted to slip out that giant hole myself because I don't have to do much. And parkour my way up to the roof. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here for now, but probably make my escape soon.
But if you parkour your way up to the roof, you might set the alarm off.
Yeah, you don't think that if you want to escape, you might not be able to achieve it if too many people get here.
I was about to say 50 people. They're going to surround the building.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You don't want to be in the building when they surround it.
True.
Stay and watch the cows.
And Scar didn't report that there were anyone out the back.
No, well, I probably heard him 3 blocks down in the sewer.
And then they just dust a hand going, well, no point.
So, how will you save the day? Or your character?
Go talk to the judge. Do what to do.
There's nothing I can say right now that's gonna help at all.
Sorry, I was the one that sprung the alarm, so...
Yep,
I only wanted to
then
climb the wall and examine things.
Yep, then throw tons of money everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's tempting to go into his house and see if I can get dirt on him while he's not there.
Would you like to?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. I will make it a acrobatic check to see if you can make it through in parkour. Is the dice with you today?
I got another 9, so I don't know.
Hey, could be a lot worse.
It's 25.
25.
It's not a
Okay,
bad
yes.
roll.
You spend your round after looking at the front, jumping across the divide, making it through the judge's window, who he had left open because he, for some reason, he didn't think he needed to lock his place up.
Air conditioning.
Yeah. No, that's what your water sprites are for, right?
Stick him to the ceiling.
And you seem to have landed in what appears to be some form of office with a whole lot of scrolls and ledgers and...
Cool. I start reading what I can.
Okay.
Information gatherer. Oh, look at all this information.
Look at all this information. What are all these current cases?
Okay, so the guards at the front, 4 of them step over Andre and set themselves up around Willie, who started beating up on the... telling him to stop or stop or die.
Feel honored, it takes 4 of them.
But they're not just attacking him straight.
No, exactly.
Which is unusual.
But to feel threatening, it takes 4 of them to stand around Willie.
As the other 2 at the front just grab Andre and drag him out the front. With the whole pushing him down onto his front and pulling out manacles and doing the whole chaining him up.
And they're not even in the bedroom.
I'm being jelly.
Okay, so that brings us to Parry.
Hi.
How does Parry appear at this stage? Considering he's in the upper floor and probably just witnessed the whole...
Yep. I've seen everything. I've seen the orc run out the window. I've seen Rogie jump.
You did not see the road parkour out of there. Thank you
Did
very
I
much.
see the road parkour out of there?
Unless you were looking. It's really, 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 really
I'm
hard.
pretty sure I could see a lot.
What's a perception check?
Perception.
It is a perception check, yes, and it would be versus your
Stealth.
whatever your stealth roll was, which would have been your initiative. So as long as he can beat 24.
24 is a DC. Okay. No, I don't see.
See, it's always handy to have numbers on hand.
Okay, so I didn't see you jump. Oh well, that's fine.
You have been abandoned by your fellows. You're the lone person in the building.
Well, except for the monkey's still downstairs being grounded.
Well, he can't quite see that in the upper floor.
Hmm.
He's the only one on his floor. The orc has abandoned you. The elf is nowhere to be seen. You have no idea what happened to the gnome because he was gone by the time you got up here.
Yeah.
And
The woman's gone to the other room.
the noblewoman has been thrown into the one of the spare rooms.
One of the spare rooms. I'm just going to hide in a room.
Gonna go into a room.
Yep, I'm not going to make it easy for them.
Gonna use the one.
They can try and find me.
Gonna pick the room the woman's in or a different one.
I'm going to pick the room the woman's in.
Okay.
You know she can still spring, right? She's not
Yeah,
down.
that makes it easier to find you, doesn't it? When she says,
Yeah.
I do break both the wrists when she got a knife that she's attacking me with, so it's sort of
Yeah. Harry's neighbour is Buffy's puffiness, not his intelligence.
Intimidation, yeah, I know.
So both of her wrists are broken, yes?
Both of her wrists appear broken.
Cool. She sells the brooch on?
She still has the brooch on.
Mine.
Okay, you take the brooch. You realise her neck's at an odd angle.
Oops.
Ah, fuck.
Oops.
Harry, the murderer.
I'm taking the brooch.
Look,
I'm
Harry.
going out the hallway the orc way.
Bye, Billy.
My character does not know that it's
Harry,
bad.
the murderer.
So bad.
Don't worry, we will come up with a plan to get you out.
Sure.
We will try.
He's a noble. He can't be charged.
No, he can be
Yes, I
charged, but he can defend himself.
He can defend
You
himself.
can defend yourself, yeah.
He actually gets to say.
That's going to be very hard with the fact that you just wailed on this guy's face.
Okay, it's going to get worse, buddy. Trust me. It doesn't get better from here. It gets worse from here.
So yes, you jump out. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage jumping out.
Even with Catfall?
Do you have catfall? How much does it reduce your fall by?
Isn't it half by...
No. It depends upon your level of training in acrobatics. If you're got training, it's 10 foot. If you're expert, it's 25 foot. And no, it'll be higher than that, yeah.
Acrobatics. I'm trained, so 10 foot.
In which case you land without any damage,
Cool.
because for every 5 feet you take 5 damage normally. But basically I gave it a soft ground, so I halved the damage.
Okay.
So yes, you land, and that's the end of your turn. You went into the room, took the stuff, ran out.
Yep. Wink. Mine. Gone.
Well, I'm glad somebody got it. Now you're thinking like a rogue.
Okay, so now we're back to Andre. You're currently face down in the dirt out front in the main street where you're hearing all these guards around you. Are you protesting your innocence?
I'm not saying anything until they're wanting to talk to me at the moment. I am complying with them.
Really?
No, basically I'm waiting to reply back to any questioning that if they or if the judge states something or something like that.
You have a feeling that they're securing the scene first.
So I'm waiting for them to secure the scene. But after hearing the ruckus that's upstairs, I am now going, this is getting worse and worse. How bad is this day going to get? I'm glad that they're both alive when I last saw them.
Well, you could end up having to explain this to your father superior. Or you could actually have to explain this to Pharasma herself. That's probably the worst case scenario for you right now.
Yes.
Okay, so we're back to Willie. There are people with blades readied for your next strike.
I put my hands up, and as I stand up, I go, I surrender. And then I monkey stomp the fuck out of
Okay, have another attack roll. Or the 2 attack rolls, as the case may be, if you're doing the multiple blows.
Yep. And I'm even going to add in the stun as well. Because why the not?
To be fair, he said I surrender. He never said I come peacefully.
I come in peace, shoot to kill,
So
shoot to
is
kill.
28
28's definitely a hit.
and a 22.
22 doesn't quite get there.
Even though he's on the ground,
Even
prone?
though he's on the ground.
So I stomp him and he sort of rolls a bit and... Sons of bitches. Alright, so...
See, it seems he's actually increased his skills somewhat. Maybe he was actually playing it down last time.
Yeah.
Not good enough to be able to avoid the first blow, though.
So why was he so terrible at hunting then?
So I'm going to
He
do...
did a nasty injury on Willie.
It has been a couple of years since then.
That is true.
13, 16, 22, 24 points of damage.
Okay, you hear the cracking of bones. As you think you've caved in one of his rib cages.
Does he look like he's unconscious?
He looks like he's in lots of pain.
Fuck. Yeah, my character probably does that. He looks down and goes, fuck! And I've got like a... I'm trying to smile, but I've got a grimace on my face. I think, in my mind, this is about the best I'm going to get away with. If I do anything else, they're going to kill me. So my character just puts his hands up and goes...
Okay, so I did skip over Zarthrop because I thought it would be good to give Willie a go. So what is Zarthrop doing upstairs, hearing all this commotion?
Okay. He's found himself a good hiding spot in the attic. And, aiming to be silent but listening. But he's also pulling out a couple of or shifting things around the way, A, to make it to confirm that there's nothing to indicate that he's come up through the attic. But B, also he's going to start putting putting face out and make a bit of a hollow where A, he can be hidden, but B, it also might look like Jack has been squatting there for
some time.
So there's no manacles or anything like that, so you can manacle yourself and saying that the owner had you prisoned up there?
Pull out your gimp suit, yeah.
Harry would do that.
You have that in your back pocket, don't you?
That would be hilarious.
You don't want to know what's in my bag.
No, I really, really don't.
Okay, so the Alden who you've been beating up is coughing up blood and asking for a medic. Healer.
Heal me.
Is that where Andre volunteers? or possibly Peter. Or Willie, you've got medical, haven't you? Oh, fix him.
Yeah.
Here, let me just try heal you again.
No, I think that was the only one I'm ever going to get away with. If I try it again, I'm dead.
Okay.
If I'm not already dead.
So, Mark, with Scar, you have managed to elude the authorities at this stage. They haven't chased you into the sewer as far as you know.
I'm still running till I get out of the city, personally. So
Okay.
just no, yeah, because I don't think I'm safe in the city right now.
So you're doing a flock of seagulls.
Well, you do know that most humans have a hard time telling orcs apart.
Yeah, but a big orc just broke the wrist of a female noble. I don't think I should be anywhere near this place right now. So.
And it's also the fact that, yes, they can't tell orc apart, but there's not that many orcs in the city to separate you from them.
Yeah. I mean, the idea of me going around down the front door and just doing a flame breath on the whole of them was close to the idea I had if I didn't have another way to get out. But yeah, I was going to go straight to the front door, but no, I think this other way's better. So.
Okay, so yes, you do have to squeeze through some places as it was not designed for a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, anything I have to squeeze or I bend as per a certain barbarian fighting movie that we all know about. So yeah.
And the sound of alarm gets further and further in away from you as you continue on.
From my knowledge, the Noble District and our Pathfinder Society place, how close is it?
The Pathfinder Society place is in the Noble District.
Okay, then I'm going out of the city. I just thought I'm going to double check that. That's all, 'cause I want to get as far away from this place as possible, so I think... only thing I'm thinking about is I'm not sure how to get my pets out of the city at the moment. But yeah, that's my last thought, yeah. So.
Okay. So yes, who's speaking up there?
No, that's all good. I'm just running. I'm still in raging for a little bit, so I'm just going to run another 120 feet somewhere. So.
Okay, Swift, the stuff you pick up seems to be all about who's currently waiting on trial, what crimes they've committed, whether or not they have paid for representation or deserve representation.
Yo.
Deserve.
Well, if they're a noble, they deserve representation. Whether they get it or not still remains to be seen.
Okay.
You know, if all that paperwork got lost, then they just have to bring forward some of the other cases.
And it does show that there is evidence has to be provided of whatever's happened, but it's generally from the perspective of whoever shows up.
Yup.
Which is not always the fantastic thing, and then there's always a statement from any nobles involved.
Yup.
Even if they completely contradict what was observed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely didn't beat the crap out of this man.
I did not stomp him while he was lying on the ground in pain.
He's not a man.
And there does seem to be a provision for Howl Knights in Magdamar.
Okay. As in, like, a list of how many are here? Or?
Oh no, as in they get special treatment.
Oh, okay. Right.
Not necessarily good, but special.
Well, I will gather up as much of that as I can. Is there anything juicy, like, that or is he, like, really, like, upstanding, uptight, noble?
Well, hard to tell. His office is a place of work, so he obviously doesn't hide his horrific stuff here.
Can I look around his desk? Does he have any hidden compartments on his desk?
Sure, give me a perception roll as you try to find something juicy.
Blackmail material.
Seriously? 3 9s in a row. What?
Didn't you know you just filled that dice with 9s?
If I want consistency, at least, right?
Oh, you prefer consistency of 11s at least rather than 9s.
Yeah, that would be nice. It literally knocked itself off 11, which is hilarious as it hit the
It's
end.
better than a consistent 3 or a 4.
That is true. 22 for perception.
22. Okay, you do find a hidden compartment.
Hey. Can I open it?
You open it. It seems to have the judge's seals in it.
Yoink! Close the compartment like I was never here, and I'm probably gonna go. That's my job done for now.
Okay.
Counterfeiting judge's orders. What's the penalty for that?
You do notice that your hands are now glowing.
Oh dear. They were watered. Damn it.
You are so not a rogue.
I did say yoink without doing perception on that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did. I can parkour without touching stuff, right?
Okay, so now we're over to the 4 guards around Willie. 2 of them put their blades against his throat as the other 2 grab his arms and start attaching manacles to them. As they drag him off the downed nobleman below him. Okay, so Parry does see 2 guards coming around the corner of each side of the building that he's at the base of.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're starting to surround the building,
Yep.
Yep.
and it is Parry's go as they yelling, "You there, halt!"
Freeze ray, freeze
But-
ray, freeze ray, freeze
But
ray.
the problem is that now that they've seen me, there's going to be...
But you're the buffest wizard known to men. You can of course outrun everyone.
Okay. Then I'm gone. You there, stop.
You've got fly, surely.
Sorry, my name's not Stop.
And it's not you there.
It's not you there either.
Okay, so you spend 3 actions running.
Yep.
Okay, yes, you start taking off down the laneway.
90 feet. Go.
Okay, back to Andre on the ground. You can hear the talk of the judge around you as he's starting to get a list of crimes.
Okay.
Breaking and entering.
Judge, would I be able to heal the noble? I am a priest of Phasma. You probably don't want him to meet Phasma as of yet.
Oh, he seems to be alive at the moment. We have summoned a cleric not involved in this incident. Don't worry, we'll be having some shortly. And worst case scenario, we can apply emergency healing on him were he to start hemorrhaging.
You
Hemorrhaging? Why would he be?
Don't
As in dying.
Yeah, okay.
The monk used him as a trampoline.
They were hearing Willie going, "Crush, yes, yes," digging the foot in. I'm going.
That is technically sunset.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Okay, so
Sensor light on.
There you go.
Thanks.
Zarthrop has finished making himself a little safe space in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
There is a couple of chests hidden up here that seem to date back from the previous parents or grandparents of the Foxgloves.
Yep. Hey, that means they might have kept their good stuff, or the grandkids didn't realise it was the good stuff at the top of your card. But okay, at this stage, jump up, just happy to lay low, lay quiet, and we'll listen out for when there's a lot less activity happening below.
Okay. And that brings us to Willie.
Kick him again.
If I do it, I'm going to die. You're going to chop me to bits. I pushed my luck, and I think I've pushed it far enough.
Once I put the shackles on, keep on.
Okay, Willie gets to make a perception roll.
Perception.
My perception's not too bad. Ugh. Roll him again. Even though it wasn't too bad, I'll roll it again, because I'm a monkey. No, it's the same as what the original one was. 23.
23. Okay. So while you're being shackled and held at blade point, you do notice that pile of stuff you've taken off just sort of belt down into nothing.
My character's pointing it out, going, "Look at that shit! Look at that right there!
They turn and look and there's nothing there.
Exactly, there's nothing there. Remember, there used to be a going earrings and a hat and glasses. They're not there anymore. They've all melted into nothing."
Oh, you're gonna say.
Magic, I say! Magic! Demons!
Okay, so he's yelling demon and that. So is this going to be things as the episode saying Willie was right? Willie was right all along?
Willie called it.
Yeah, Willie called it.
Willie called it.
And Alden just says, I just grabbed my stuff.
Lies! Lies!
Thrashing as they drag you out.
Where
No,
is
I'm not
it?
thrashing.
Is it in
I don't want to
your
get. I don't want to get stabbed or killed or whatever.
Mark.
As Willie's sure he can see a smirk from Alden as he's being dragged out.
Yeah, my character's going, "You're dead. I'm gonna come and get you." I'm so dead. I used non-lethal means because I wasn't 100% sure to start with. Not anymore. Nope.
You have a hit list.
I do actually.
You do have a hit.
I do have a hit list.
So yes, you get dragged out the front.
I don't resist. I willingly go with them. My character doesn't want to get killed.
You see a well-dressed fop come in with a some sort of ledger and some followers starting to make all these. You'd think hooty-tooty sort of polluty descriptions of crimes. You'd be sure some of these are just made up.
That's okay. My character's just standing there going,
As he seems to be writing all these things down into a ledger.
Part of an unfortunate thing is that even though we parts of the group got some information, they didn't choose to share it with the rest of the group, which at this point would probably help my character immeasurably. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, so yes, you see Andre's also on the ground out there. Apparently there's only two of you. As you see other guardsmen entering to start checking the upstairs floor and saying, "We found the body!"
What?
Gone.
Chris is like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you found a body? Immediately thinking, maybe Parry's not as buff as you. Is
it Parry's body?
Exactly. Has Parry got killed? What's going on?
And you hear coming from the townhouse that they're talking about the noble woman having been murdered and tossed into a corner of the bedroom.
Chris is like, what the
I'd
fuck?
like to say the orc doesn't know his own strength. I'd just like to say that. The orc doesn't know his own strength, okay? I'm going with that.
We don't know how she died, that's the thing.
She got tossed through a door.
Yeah, okay. Well, it wasn't murder.
I don't even know how it works.
Werewolf, tell me the werewolf.
Cactus got a confused look on his face. He's like, what?
Yes, the lady of the house is reported to have been murdered by the assailants. who's currently running up the side streets.
One of the assailants.
Well, you consider the assailant, and your means of assailing has escaped. Apparently, he's outrunning the guards at this stage.
Yeah, I am.
Well, you're elf with 35 feet of movement.
Does Harry look like he's got the jewels in his hand as well?
I pouched it before.
They may or may not have noticed. So probably not noticed.
Good.
But considering he ran out, they assume he ran with something.
Yeah.
As most people steal stuff when they're breaking into places.
I ran because I saw a dead body. Don't figure that out. I don't have anything. I ran because I saw a dead body.
Okay, so yes. You are out of initiative.
Parry's still legging it.
Two of you are running Sea Forest Run.
Yep.
If I put his things back in his secret compartment, do my hands stop glowing?
No. You triggered the ward.
You really need to know how to play a rogue.
I haven't played rogue in a long time.
You need to play a magic rogue.
Don't just go, ooh,
Rogue
shiny
that can
thing, I'm
dispel
gonna get
stuff
it.
It's mine.
The shiny thing always has something up with it. Always.
If I touch things, it glows, right?
Well, your hands are glowing, not what you're touching.
Oh, okay.
You've
you
been
don't
marked.
tell what you touched. You've already touched something.
Right, okay.
You walk out into the open and they see your glowy hands, they will know that you
No,
have
well,
been...
the thing is, what happens when you put some gloves on? Does the gloves glow as well?
I would assume so.
I would assume
Or-
so,
Or
but...
put your hands in your pocket.
Do it.
Can I hide it?
You can put your hands in the pockets and they don't seem to bleed out around, but if you put gloves on, it glows around the gloves.
Right, okay.
No using your hands.
I can pop it with
undercloak?
just my legs, right? I can get up onto the roof with just my legs, right?
You continue exploring the judge's house.
Reminds me of the wrestler Orange Cassidy who puts his hands in his pockets and is like...
Yes, but I'm
pickups
going to
and
be more
stuff.
careful about looking for wards this time.
Or, just any traps in general.
Just any traps in general.
I don't think there was this more careful looking for wards. I thought it would just be looking for wards.
Looking for wards,
Because
yes.
you haven't quite started that looking for wards, even though you've
You
technically
need to
set
know
off
as
3
well,
so far.
every step you take could possibly have a trap underneath it. Every step.
No, I think I've got mostly what I came here for. I managed to land in his study and find out about his business and what's going on. And
Sparkle hands.
and now I've got sparkle hands. And yes, now I'm going to try and make a stealthy escape and try and dispel this ward on my hands when I get a chance.
Okay, you can see that there's about 10 guards in a perimeter out the front of the house, keeping people away.
Yeah, but I can still get up onto the roof, right?
You can get up onto the roof, but it is midday.
Can I hide in his attic until nighttime?
You could, yes.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
This is going brilliantly.
I don't want to be running rooftops in broad
Honey,
daylight.
I'm hard. Wait, who are you?
Yeah.
Why are your hands so shiny? You've been in my shit.
Well, at least you can now see in the dark. Shiny hands, shiny hands.
Shiny hands, wait. Yeah, it's probably not gonna take him long. I'm gonna leave his window open, so I'm gonna make him think that whoever's taken his seals has come and gone and not stayed in his house. Yeah, I'm gonna until nightfall just sit and listen and meditate and listen as far as I can.
Okay.
Sit and meditate.
Climbing up to the top floor, you do see that he seems to have an entertainment room up here.
In the attic?
Not in the attic, in the floor above that you jumped into.
Oh, right. Okay, entertaining. Yep.
Looks like he is a Chaliax person.
Noted.
And his latest placing is still tied up to the rack looking at you.
It's not Pimuka by Madman.
Not a halfling.
Okay, cool. I had to ask that question, sorry. You know. High Priest is the last. Yeah.
You know what? Their character will probably roll with it. Because that's less suspicious. Look, the judge gave me glowy hands.
What?
Make that person pass out and then go hide. Leave the rest up to your imagination.
They will give you a performance roll to see how well you can do that.
Good luck.
I'm plus 11, so it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
14! I got more than a 9!
No way! 25.
25.
There's always been the number that you've been getting anyway.
Yeah, like 20, 22, 24, and 25 in my rolls today, so yes.
Takes about 10 minutes or so, but hey, that person's happy by the end.
Cool. Gee, he must really not please these
Do you need
people
coffee?
properly.
Ari just asked me a question, so...
She asked everyone a question.
Coffee.
Do you need a coffee?
Who doesn't need coffee, right?
Okay, so we have Swift quite busy. We have Santhrop hiding, and we have Scar and Harry running away. So it looks like it is Andre and Willie getting processed by the guards, stripping you of everything but your clothing.
Well, firstly, they can't take this.
Well, trying to strip you of everything but your clothing.
Good luck.
And commenting on just how much damage seems to be done to the house because someone broke a antique stained glass window.
The remains of the vase and
Something.
yeah.
Yes, a big burly with green blood.
Yeah.
Must be a werewolf then.
Yeah.
Like troll.
Most orcs tend to have green blood here, so as do goblins.
Big burly goblin.
Large goblin.
Hobgoblin.
So they are putting a list of charges, including letting a dangerous animal loose in the city, cause of harm to nobility, leading to death, and breaking and entering. As many things as they think they can do, and destruction of property in excess of
Take off pieces.
in excess of 500,000 gold.
Oof.
No way.
And remember, gold is 10 times more valuable in this now than it was Pathfinder 1.
But of course, that may just be a what someone claims the cost of the item was.
Okay. They might need an expert to value it, shall we say?
Probably will.
Had recent viewing to ensure they are selected.
And even if it has a piece of it, so you might be able to determine if it was a knockoff.
Yeah, well, the most important parts are missing, so it's a bit hard for them to state that it was complete.
Well, they can't even do a make whole to return it back to its form.
Yeah.
So magic can't repair it.
That's probably a good thing.
So does that work on... That doesn't work on magical items, does it?
No.
Make whole can repair the item but can't repair the magic.
Yeah.
And
In the original Pathfinder, it was you could heal damage, but if it was destroyed, you couldn't bring it back from being destroyed.
Okay, so apparently your name is known to the guards, which is why they hesitated in striking you, even though you continued to beat up the.
I just stumbled. That's all. I didn't
Willie,
mean to.
you're going to be in so much trouble with your wife.
No.
Well, she'll probably commend him for.
So, is there somebody who appears to be in charge? And if
There is a lead investigator who's come over to you.
Greetings. My name is Lord Willie One Kenobi.
Yes, I have that on file that you have a wife who's a Hell Knight.
Yes.
We have currently summoned the head Hell Knight of the region to assist.
I have.
Please let me hemorrhoids.
Yeah, please. I have information that would be, or should be, exceptionally valuable to you as the investigator.
And what might that be?
Well, I'd like to discuss it formally and in private, if that's all right.
Sure, we'll get to that tomorrow sometime.
You should really be exercising more caution in this regard than you appear to be. This is very dangerous.
Willie, you shouldn't have used the Hell Knight tactic of proving that it was a demon or possessee or a doppelganger.
Willie just said he had information. He hasn't disclosed anything to the investigator.
Well, he does say that this is an urgent case and he's gathering all the facts before he gets...
These are facts you should hear from me before you allow other things to perhaps occur.
Yes. Sure. Considering who your partner is, he will make an exception, even though normally he doesn't take statements on the first day of his investigations.
Thank you.
So he says, look, I'm sure the judge won't mind if we borrow his house.
Really?
The judge sort of looks like he does mind.
Thank you, Judge. That's very generous of you.
It sort of looks like he wants to object, but doesn't say anything.
Okay, in the hierarchy of things, Judge and Hell Knight. Who's the hierarchy?
In the hierarchy side of things, the judge can't rule against a Hell Knight. But a Hell Knight can rule against the judge.
Yeah.
Because the Hell Knight is the judge, jury, and executioner all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they deem that you have broken one of their laws, they are obliged to kill you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Isn't there multiple variations of their laws? Because each faction has their own laws.
Each faction has their own laws, but their law is still the same law. That no matter what version they have, you break the law, you die.
I was playing the computer Kingmaker game, and the Hell Knights turn up, and I was like, oh yeah, these guys should be... What a bunch of assholes! Absolute assholes! I was like, what in the hell?
Well, the interpretation of some people is the Hell Knights are always the nemesis.
The Hill Knights are actually our friends in this game.
If I was happy to let them do all the people in my country and just randomly grab them off the street and start torturing them, we would have been great mates. Instead of the time I'm a good character, I'm like, no, you're not doing that. What are you doing?
That's why, in a morally grey thing, the Hell Knights shouldn't be the just evil, and shouldn't be good either.
No.
They're sort of the neutral towards evil.
No, I thought they're more lawful extremists.
Yes and no, not all of them are lawful.
They do what they got to do to get the job
How
done.
can you be a Hell Knight and not follow your laws? Their laws.
There is more than one type of Hell Knight.
There's like 13
Okay,
steps
I don't want to
somewhere.
run into the
Or 20.
non-lawful ones.
Jesus.
And some Hell Knight groups will fight each other on sight,
Yeah.
just because the other exists.
Yeah. You really hope the Hell Knight coming for you is
Friendly.
so hemorrhoids.
So, right.
I really hope.
No, they're different Hell Knights, not
We'll
mine.
find out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay, so you're sat down in what appears to be a dining area on the main ground floor. You do hear the sound of some sort of pleasure going on upstairs.
Coach's nods, goes, excellent.
What?
Excellent.
This is the judge's place.
Well, they didn't take Andre in, they just took
You missed it, Ross. Our rogue is in the attic of the judge's place. Which is,
No, this is me currently
yes.
pleasuring.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The rogue's currently in the attic, which is a pleasure chamber for the judge.
Oh no, the top floor is before
No,
the
this
attic.
is this is third floor,
So,
not the attic
yeah,
yet.
top floor is the pleasure
Yeah.
chamber for the judge.
Yeah.
And our rogue's there pleasuring the judge's latest plaything.
The coach is like, good one.
But you don't know it's me.
No, I don't.
So I can hear everything.
Basically, I tell the investigator about what I'm doing in the town.
Mhm.
Alden Foxglove was just a sick bastard who eventually became undead. And through our interactions and investigations, we discovered and killed him as an undead. Now, keep that in mind. Time passes. One of my close friends was killed, and we no more than a month later, we found out that someone bearing his exact description had been involved in the murder of a variety of people. This indicated to us that someone was taking on the appearance of people involved in these investigations. When we found out that Alden Foxglove had again made an appearance here in Magnamar, it led me to believe that he was one of these, I don't want to use the word shape changes, but there was
Shape changer is the correct word.
is it? But I don't know that that's true. I mean, it could be illusions, it could be all manner of different things. We had a key to his house since we'd already killed him. We used that key, poorly it seems, to go to his house. When we entered, his niece Aisha Foxglove was there. I wanted to discuss him, being Alden, with her, only to have Alden walk into the room. Alden didn't recognise us, even though, as I said previously, had killed him. It's not really the kind of thing you forget.
Some people do forget things if they've been brought back to life.
In this instance, that's not the case. We to prove that he was some form of shape-changing creature, I engaged him in fisticuffs, a bit of pugilism. He pretended to be unconscious, which was why when the guards opened when the door was open and the guards entered, he was on the ground, and I was attempting to remove, because he had to change shape while he was on the ground. All right? If he's unconscious, I would have thought that any spell or magic item or anything that required concentration would cease. So therefore, I expected that perhaps he had some sort of magic items on himself. I started to remove things, only to realise that no, he was just playing possum. I then attempted to knock him out by bashing his head against the ground. That didn't work. The guards then approached me, threatened me with their halberds. I stood up. That's when I kicked him while he was down. Again, in the hopes of knocking him out, to prove again that he wasn't who he said he was. And that's when I was taken captive. All the things that I had removed from him, and I list them, toupee, hat, whatever, nose ring, blah blah blah. While your guards while the guards and whatever were concentrating on me, I was concentrating on obviously Alden, and those things disappeared. They melted away into nothing. And when I pointed that out, and your guards obviously took notice, he had those things back on. So what I'm telling you is, this guy is some sort of shape-changing person who
He's just been messing with you.
Possibly. Well, I don't know about messing with me. We approached. Again, we're doing this investigation. We'd approached this place. I would like to think that we surprised this shape changer, but possibly it was a trap, and he was just looking to get us all in trouble with the law.
Well, on the bright side, we do have have to summon a Hell Knight to include in this investigation. Just as long as you haven't broken one of their laws.
I don't know.
He doesn't know either. He doesn't know what laws they follow.
No.
He's sure that having an open shirt might be a law against one of them, for all he knows.
Characters go down, goes, does up the top button.
Yes. It doesn't make sense, he says. He will have to question the others and see where that leads.
As I say, you need to be aware that this person or this thing is potentially a shape-changing murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone need anything?
Can I have one too, please?
Coffee?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm good, thanks.
You're good. Don't want any drinks though outside of that? Just coffee?
Coffee's good.
You want a coffee?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're too young for a coffee.
Right. It is hard to prosecute shape changes, as there are quite a few amongst the nobility.
See, again,
Yeah, okay.
If-
12 in 2 weeks.
if information had been provided by other party members, even now there are points I could be raising going, there's this and this and this. Anyway.
He will do what he can.
Alright.
Though apparently he also now has to speak to the Bishop of Erasma. Apparently arresting their clerics doesn't go down too well with them.
Critic shrugs. Yes.
That's a Pharasma problem.
Yes, but as they're one of the major churches of the city.
That's the cleric who opened the door to let the guards in's problem. Anyway, so I'm assuming I'm still chained, or
Well, you are shackled, but it's not a... It's more that you've got a guard either side of you. And they haven't, hog-tied you.
no. Well, I thank him for his time and for his indulgence. And I look at the guards and go, well, boys, where are we going now?
They take you back outside and wait for instructions.
Cool.
As you see that Andre is still on the ground.
Did you want to speak to me as well?
He says, "No, I'll get the report from the bishop. They're a little more thorough than I need to be."
I look at the guard and say, you don't mind if I sit down, do you?
They shrug and loosen the chains.
Thanks. I'll sit down. Make myself comfortable as best you can, sitting on a hard ground. And
One of them brings out one of the judges' chairs and puts it down for you.
thank you. I sit down.
You do get the understanding that you are given the respect of nobility being arrested, which means that they are very hesitant to strike you. Because that can be seen as a crime.
My character just thinks they're being nice. These are some nice guys.
Yet they don't seem to be given the same leeway to the cleric.
Yeah, but I understand that.
Pharasma, after all.
Oh no, Pharasma's, Pharasma's a bit of a dick, but she's got her place in the world. It's
Are you saying that out loud?
It's more about the priest.
Okay, you see that they carry out the noblewoman on a stretcher.
Does she look like she's dead?
She looks like her neck snapped. And you can see the brooch on her chest. Yes.
Okay.
And they seem to be stretchering Alden away as well.
I'm giving him the stink eye.
He's having that unconscious look at the moment.
Uh-huh.
With a slight smirk.
Yeah, uh-huh. Alright, not much I can do about it.
And the crowd just makes way, letting the medics take them away.
Yeah.
I will give you a perception roll.
My character's feeling pretty bad about Aisha. Like, if she was actually killed. My character's gotten her in his head that Alden's the shape-changing monster murdery guy, and that he must have used some sort of charmy, mind-control-y thing on Aisha to get her to accept him, effectively. Perception, yeah.
Am I also able to make a perception roll as well?
Currently, you don't see it clearly because you do have guards holding you down.
21.
Hold me down.
They don't need
Not
to.
that dangerous.
They don't need to, but you're not a noble. So what did you get?
21.
Okay. You do notice Aisha twitch a little bit. And that you don't recognize the symbols on the medics who have come to help them. You have been in Magnemar for a while.
I'm not there. I'm with me.
Okay. So, Harry, you finally managed to make it away from the guards. You actually broke a sweat. Hasn't happened for a while.
No. I had a good chase. Love being the chasey.
And looking in your pouches, you seem to have dropped the pendant brooch.
That's highly impossible.
And there's a wet patch in your bag.
magic, detect magic. whatever.
The problem is if I detect magic, it goes, yes, it's magical.
Yeah. No, what's the other one? What's the other one that actually detects?
Analyze. Do I know? Is that the one?
Yeah, I think it changed its name though. I can't remember.
There are quite a few different names for the spells.
Yeah. There's too many to remember.
Yeah.
Tell me about it with all the different editions I run.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And how many I reuse.
You know, because like detect magic in Pathfinder is useless, but there is a useful one.
Oh, you're at the level where it's starting to be more useful.
Yes. But I think we're at the level where you can use a more useful one, but it's whether you have it and haven't prepared for the day.
Yeah, but that's the next thing is...
I will give you a occult roll.
Occult roll.
Cold.
There it is. Occultism. 31.
31, okay. You are guessing that whatever you took, you must have taken from some form of shape changer.
Oh.
Because they generally leave behind a residue when you get it far enough away from them.
Ah. But then would Parry know if I got closer, would that residue still be there? Or would it disappear?
What you've got is whatever piece you had of the shape changer has just dissipated and left that behind.
But it's stained my satchel.
It's similar to ectoplasm of a ghost.
Right, so that's still there. Parry is going to... Parry is going to hightail it back.
Wobble's not very good.
Does he wish to change first?
Parry will go in and get his another pair of robes out, yes.
It is smarter than coming back wearing the same thing.
Yes. So go from blue robes to white robes, basically.
Right. You are the buffest wizard known to man, but you're not stupid.
No.
Yeah. Can Parry use that stuff to track the shape changes?
It's no longer a piece of the creature.
No. But it's something that needs to be raised with the judge at least. So.
Do you want a little bowl or do you just want some?
I would. Could I get a meal?
A meal?
Yeah.
I can do a meal.
Come in Ray Phoenix style. Objection!
Objection!
Objection! You can't handle the truth.
I'm getting an image of that anime lawyer saying objection.
That's Phoenix right.
That's Phoenix right.
Okay, so Willie, you do notice a Hell Knight coming riding up on a great white stallion.
Wait.
That was fast.
I hate horses. do I recognise the livery or anything else?
You do.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
burnt into your brain.
It's not so hemorrhoid, is it?
No.
Thank God.
It's worse, it's your wife.
Really? So my character's like...
As soon as you said burned into your brain, I went, no, it's not hemorrhoid, it's even worse, it's your wife.
My character, after a few seconds, my character sort of looks up at one of the guards and goes, guys, I think I'm in trouble.
And so she's looking down from the magnificent horse and going, Willie, what have you done now?
Oh dear. What brings you here?
Well, apparently you left someone alive.
I sort of look at the priest on the ground and go, yeah, not by choice, but yeah, kinda.
You do know the laws here. If he was dead and you were alive, he was no longer a noble.
There would have been a whole lot more to it, but yeah, I mean, yeah, yes, yeah, I do know that.
And the Pharasma clerics generally don't like people to speak with the dead, so...
Yes. Unfortunately, and again I look at the priest, one of the group opened the door to let the guards in, which kind of cut down the amount of time I had to turn somebody from alive into not so alive.
We'll have to work on that, she says.
Yes.
Well, he wasn't undead, which is what we were trying to see.
Well, you're on the ground and too far away.
She does demand that they release you into her custody.
Guys, don't. Guys, please, don't. No, come on, man, dude.
Come on.
Do me a solid. No, come on.
Cuddles and kisses.
Rainbows and puppy dogs.
And they swatch. They take the manacles off them and manacle it to the horse instead.
What? They touch a Hell Knight's horse?
I get up.
Well, you have a feeling that they've done these sort of things before.
Yep.
I walk over.
Don't worry, we'll have a long conversation about this, she says.
I sort of look back at the guards and I go, sort of like,
Help.
thanks guys, thanks.
Help.
Okay, so you see Lord Willie get taken behind the horse, having to walk behind it.
It's like
Shame.
Yep,
Shame.
that's exactly what I
Shame. Shame. He has given shame on our family. Shame.
Yeah, unlike other places where people would throw stuff at the, what appears to be the condemned or the incriminated, no one's willing to throw anything behind a Hell Knight. And most people are just looking away, trying to ignore the fact that there's anything happening here.
I feel enough shame as there is.
Okay. So about an hour later, a carriage pulls up, at which point they finally allow Andre to get up off the ground.
I think they might have to lift me up because I think everything's numb.
Probably. As you see, the bishop himself has come.
Oh wow, we got the big boys in.
Well, one of his flock one of his workers has made a boo-boo. He just looks down at you and goes, Andre, you've only been back in the city a short amount of time. I thought you learned from the last time you caused a commotion here.
It seems that Paul always follows me.
Like last time, there was death involved. And I have been instructed to ask the dead for their wishes. Do you know where the body is, he says?
No, due to the fact that my eyes were to the ground most of the time due to the guards. All I know, they were taken off. So you'll probably need to ask the sergeant or the investigator on where they went.
Well, if they were
But
going
I have confirmed they are not undead.
if they're going to be taken anywhere, they should have been taken to our temple for investigation. I will query the guards. You see the investigator there is puzzled because he thought they were being taken to the temple of the cathedral of Pharasma as it is here.
Fancy.
If they were being taken to the Temple of Pharasma, I would have been going with them.
Not necessarily. You
Well,
weren't.
they
You
were
weren't
all
the.
the-
You weren't the attending cleric.
No, but wouldn't have everybody from Pharasma who was going to be here would have came with?
They expect that whoever collected the bodies were not members of the Church of Pharasma. Someone else has intervened.
Stuff is afoot.
Apparently, people are trying to muddy the evidence.
Yep.
Unless they can actually get a statement from Alden Foxglove and a write-up about what happened to Aisha, then it's going to be hard to prove a crime has happened. Beyond the break and enter.
So, what is the law of breaking and entering in a building that's supposed to have been owned by a noble who actually isn't a noble, but pretending to be a noble?
It depends on if he actually is a noble or not, or it was one of the people who inherited it from him. If he had done
Well,
it.
I'm just saying, if he goes missing.
If he goes missing, then it belongs to the whoever is inheriting his estate or her estate.
So it's up to them to lay any charges of damages. Would that be correct?
That would be correct.
This is going to be a long time.
And unless someone comes forward to say that they represent the noble in question, then it would be Lord Willie's word against the state. And in which case, it appears that Andre has not gotten any crimes associated to his actions.
Other than being a witness to an assault that may or may not have occurred.
Well, if you call yourself a witness, then something occurred, and they will take your statement.
Okay.
Are you a witness?
I just happened to be in the doorway. I didn't see anything.
And the bishop goes, good, that makes things easier. Nothing to see here, move along. And he gives...
All I know, there was no undead in the vicinity.
So he produces a legal document stating that they have to release Andre, the cleric of Pharasma. As long as he signs a declaration that he committed no crimes in this event.
Sorry, that's just a bit cute. Wasn't expecting to see.
And as it is a binding contract of Pharasma, it better be the truth, the bishop says.
Well, actually it is. All I did was heal.
As long as you didn't commit a crime yourself, you can sign it, and they are obliged to let you free.
Yep.
Of course, they may not be happy about it, and accidents do happen, but...
Well, I was doing Pharasma's work of looking for undead because we believe that there was a double ganger posing as a noble.
He does suggest you be careful in your accusations of nobility, because if they were to counter, you could be imprisoned or executed for your statement of slander. But you'd be better off to say they might not have been who they said they were.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Okay.
Because your words carry weight as a priest of Pharasma, he says.
I found no undead in this vicinity, so that's what I was here for.
Okay, so you do find the shackles are taken off. You do have extreme case of pins and needles as you finally get feeling back into your limbs.
Yeah.
And the bishop does offer you a ride in his carriage away from the throng of rather annoyed-looking guardsmen.
Yep.
Because apparently they have no scapegoat to beat up on for doing damage to a benefactor of their society.
Yep, and I've got a sneaking suspicion I am now going to be tasked to find the body, or bodies.
So while you're in the carriage, the bishop does say that you are required to find the truth behind this matter as your penance for being involved in such an incident.
Yeah,
and it has to be above board and unable to be reproached in any way.
Yeah.
Which means no accusations without proof.
That's understandable. I believe our Lord Willie is already starting to accuse him of being a shapeshifter of some sort.
A shapeshifter is not a crime, he says.
Well, posing as a noble.
Some of the nobles are shapeshifters.
Yeah, but shapeshifting of a person who not as that person.
There is no guarantee that the Foxgloves aren't a family of shapeshifters, he says. To prove that, you would have to be able to find the gear belonging to the parents. And be able to trace back their lineage to make sure they are not shape changes.
Yeah. Lord Willie is adamant that this Foxglove person died long ago.
Again, proof would have to be seen, but they have survived what you did. Could someone have come back and brought them back to life?
Yeah.
Could they have paid for a backup?
I hope not.
People who are rich.
How does one...
if they cultivate tissue from a body before they die, they can have it restored to life at the point it was cultivated from, with only memories of that point.
And what's Pharasma's view on that? Because that sounds like skirting death.
It is, but they don't get extra life. Because they do not know what the other did in its life from the point it was cultivated. And in Pharasma's view, it is a different body, not the same person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inheritance does not go through cloning or reincarnation. Unless, of course, you write that into your will.
So as long as they're within the normal lifespan of that soul, that's fine, correct?
In the fated lifespan, not the normal lifespan.
Yeah.
Fated is rather specific.
So that clone
Can
drop dead at any point.
fated exceed the normal lifespan for that being?
The normal lifespan may only be 5 years, or there may be 500 years. depending on the fate of the person, no matter what race.
Okay. Thank you for your guidance on that.
Yes, Pharasma has some members who have exceeded the normal human lifespan as a human by more than 1,000 years, still working for Pharasma.
That's understandable.
It's all about their food. A misconception by those who have not trained with the Order.
Yeah. Pharasma put them on this world to achieve a certain number of things. Right now, they're so far behind, they're going to live to 1,000.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Due to the fact that it's hell on earth.
Okay, so yes. I will say it's the next day by the time you manage to meet up with each other. Parry shows up after everything's died down.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Can I find any information on? Because Phasma would actually have records of deaths, isn't that correct?
Pharasma does have records on death, and you can ask for divinations on deaths, because you can determine if someone has technically died previously.
Yeah. Can I look into the Fox Club's history? Is that to find out the deaths of them?
You would have to make a case to the bishop as to why you're allowed to look into a...
Well, I'm speaking to the bishop.
So give me a persuasion roll.
Or what's your case?
Well, he's asked me to sort this out, so I actually just having a detailed family history of births, of deaths, and that can...
We'll make it a diplomacy roll. And what sort of case you putting towards it to see if you get any bonuses? Just because you want to is not a good excuse.
No. I'm actually trying to also determine if they actually is still alive. Then there's actually. And basically, I'm actually either defending him if he's still alive, but if he's not alive, then I've got a line of proof that something is fishy, and we can further investigate on what's going on. We can prove that. Also find out if he is a shapeshifter. If he's not a shapeshifter, there is somebody impersonating him.
And that is rather difficult to do unless the person's actually alive.
Yeah. So we need to determine if he's alive or not.
Okay, so give me a diplomacy roll.
Okay. Okay, so a 20 is a raise, correct?
A 20 is a result upgraded.
Result upgrade.
Yeah,
okay, I got a result upgrade of 28.
So 28 upgraded. It's normally you say whatever you roll as a total, upgraded.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does give you authorization to use the profits of Pharasma. Without cost.
Nice.
As long as you don't embarrass him. Again. He left a little bit for that.
You just had to add that on the end, right?
Yeah, there's a reason why he's still only a priest and not an actual titled cleric in the order.
I get all the shit jobs. No, the thing is, I get all the shit jobs. And I'm happy with that.
At this level, you should have some sort of title already. So, I'll say it's the next day. You all had a chance to rest and escape.
Yep. Did I learn anything interesting in the hours after? In the attic.
We will get to that in a moment. And Jeremy, I did see that you had run out of power and you've managed to get it working again.
Yeah, okay, so I lost connectivity for a while. I'm assuming Zarkop premature the attic wasn't discovered at the time.
He was not. They just checked the floors and there was no disturbance in the top floor, so you're the only one who'd gone there and you didn't leave a mess.
Yep.
You could thank the orc who made a big hole in the wall, and the wizard who ran away and got everybody's attention.
Yep. Absolutely. I'd already noted that, hey, it's good the fact that there's lots of people apparently less abandoning ship, that means that they're less likely to look on the ship. So, so the intent for example will be, basically wait for things to quieten down, probably go there for the afternoon into the later evening, or probably around 9-10 o'clock at night type stuff, if it's all been quiet for some hours. You'll aim to sneak back down the opening of the attic and do a bit of a sneak around the place, trying to check to see whether there's actually anyone still here, but also see if there's anything to find.
Okay, I will give you a perception roll to see if you notice anything interesting while you're looking around.
17 on the die, which will make it 27. And he has both low light and dark vision.
Okay, so you do find in the fireplace on the third floor what appears to be a keyhole hidden in the mouth of lions that make up the fireplace. Seems to be the same size shape as a signet ring, but you could probably open it anyway.
Well, okay, I will confirm before I do. Where am I? Yeah, there it is. Yes, I will pull out my thieves kit, thieves tools, and I'll have a look first of all to see if I can spot any cracks upon this.
Well, we actually have a rogue in the party. How did that happen?
Nice guys.
I'm not a rogue, I'm an archaeologist. 24 for checking the cracks.
Okay, it does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. And then 13, 28 on thievery to try and pick the lock.
Okay, it's close, but you're not able to do more than just move it slightly. You think you might just need a different pick. Who knows?
Okay, I will give it another try. Hopefully I'll roll better this time. Oh, that's better. 17, which then makes it a 31.
Okay, it pops open. You just had to put it in a different way. You had it in back to front. DC was 30. If you fail it by enough, you snap the pick.
Yep.
Well, I was being careful, but good. No. Again, carefully, making certain there's no traps about to go off, and perception of 22. I will open the box, or whatever it is.
Okay, it opens up into a cabinet which has a little case in it. The case is fairly heavy, considering it is hidden away. Looks like the case was designed to fit into the wall.
Okay.
And it has the foxglove crest on it.
So how big is the case?
Probably say about a medium-sized person's forearm length. So, yay big.
Yeah, and like how wide, like I was talking about this idea, technically for a basic pouch, but things are still able to fit through the opening of the pouch.
It's about a hand's width in height and width.
Oh, okay, yeah, well that couldn't be an issue then.
The box doesn't have a lock on it.
It's got a lock on it?
The box does not have a lock on it.
Oh, it doesn't have a lock, right? I'll have a quick look inside, but mainly I'll be probably slotting the whole box into the pouch to keep looking or keep wondering.
Okay, looking inside, it seems to have a lot of legal papers inside it, plus a silk bag.
Okay, yeah, I won't bother trying to investigate any further right now. Close the box, put it inside my pouch.
And as you're doing that, you notice that there's a book left inside the niche that sat under the box.
Oh, okay. I will grab that book through then.
It seems to be a ledger.
How to cook a gnome?
Normally you don't make a ledger on cooking gnomes. You may make a ledger on how many gnomes you have cooked, but not on how to cook a gnome.
There might be a ledger at the back of the recipe book. Okay, well, I'll go pocket that at the moment. I'm not going to look too carefully, so I'm assuming that I've been probably seeking you out for a little while to find this particular location. I'm assuming there wasn't anything particularly interesting up amongst the grandparents' belongings in the chests and things like that I've noticed up in the attic.
Well, it seemed to have things like childhood memories, locks of hair, baby teeth, some adult teeth,
booties,
Okay. That's right then.
a mummified hand.
And I still haven't heard anything, any evidence of people actually still in the house at the moment?
No, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside the house.
Okay.
Though it is a bit drafty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll spend a bit more time searching around the house. Obviously staying quiet, and if I don't find anything more of interest, I will carefully depart.
Okay, so there was nothing more of interest you saw there. Swift didn't notice anything else of interest when she was departing.
She's still got glowy hands.
Okay.
And yes, the hands are still glowing.
Yeah, I'll get Parry to fix that.
Oh, what's that? You actually need my assistance? Ah.
You have to spell magic, right?
Who knows if I prepared it today or not?
Well, it's the next day, so you could.
You take the high nice manner to.
Don't want to be bothered with a second level spell.
Sorry, what was that, Jeremy?
Okay, yeah, basically, yeah. Expect the house, return to high nice manner, and take a look at what I found, but basically, it can be discussed for next morning.
Okay, so in the morning, even Scar has managed to make it himself his way back into the city, back to Hindmarsh Manor. Because, hey, they wouldn't expect a orc to walk back in.
Not getting hoods on himself and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Swiss Silver commends Scar's ingenuity in making himself look, or trying to disguise himself. I've taught you well.
And you find inside the wooden case, inside the silk bag is 200 platinum pieces.
Jesus.
They seem to be the riches of the Foxgloves. They don't always use banks. And deeds to the family's estates are in there, including the financial details of construction of Foxglove Manor 80 odd years ago.
Well, okay.
as well as
cool.
taking finances from a group called the Brothers of the Seven.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, it's certainly, Zarthop being interested in the history and information, obviously, Thassilonian is not everyone, but hey, he's always interested in reading up on other bits and pieces, so he basically left the pouch of platinum just sitting slightly scattered on the front on the table there, as he's got someone engrossed in the book and whatever the lecture and stuff is.
Well, you do see notes down saying that because the Brothers of the Seven provided some of the financialness into the Foxglove estate, the Foxgloves, after 100 years, would deed everything over to the Brotherhood.
Oh. This you said that this has been written 80 years ago?
Yes.
Right. We haven't heard of Brothers of the Seven. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Don't think so.
To Zarthrop, it links into the Seven Sins, but beyond that,
Yeah.
it's not a anything quick to say there is a group by that name. Most likely a secret society that is limited to nobility.
I mean, well, they certainly, it's not like the Sin Lords were normally referred to as brothers, and if they were handing out financial loans 80 years ago, there's other things to worry about anyway.
And
what about the ledger?
And in the ledger, it has entries over the last 3 months labelled as Aisha's trip to Absalon. And
Aisha.
Yep.
Really?
What about the name of the wife that...
The cousin. The cousin that apparently died.
Yeah. And they're saying in the last 3 months, Aisha's been making trips to Absalon.
Yep. And that someone going by the name of B-7 was being paid 200 gold a week.
B-7. Does that ring a bell for...
It's not
Oh,
a
presumably
code.
the code one move or something.
Mm.
Or Brotherhood 7.
And that payments were being made at a place called the Seven Sawmill.
Oh. And do we know if we recognise the place Seven Sawmill? I don't know.
Each of you do from your time in Magnemire. It is an actual building of Magnemire.
Isn't that the sawmill
okay.
that was owned by the... she had like an elf half brother. I literally had her name on the tip of my tongue.
That's the Glassworks you're thinking about.
Oh, the
there,
Glassworks. Okay, no, then never mind. I was thinking of the wrong woman.
which was one of Mark's other characters' love interests, who then ended up being related to.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah, so obviously it's like, well, depending on exactly how it's occurred, but likely party members come into this party or dining hall, whatever it is, where Garth and sat down, and like I said, they see this pouch of scattered wealth sitting on the fourth table, and him looking at these books, and then he's happy to talk about where he found them and what happened, and, well, where have you guys been anyway?
And by the looks of things, Zarthrop is well rested and looks like he's gone through no troubles whatsoever. In comparison, Scar has wounds that seem to have just been healed all over him as he went through a stained glass window.
Yeah, my character turns up, I've got like a black eye, you know, I'm walking funny, like, I've got my arms all sort of, like...
And you're having trouble sitting down for any long period of time.
I just stand.
All Scar would like to do is see Elf Girl and just whack across the back of the head and go look up, go find my pets. So.
Don't think I quite deserve the thwack of the head, but sure.
I'm sure it's a love tap.
It's a love
It's not
tap.
extremely hard, just a little tap saying,
I'd love tap.
hey, just extra mind and do things properly next time. So, yeah.
I like tap on the head saying, "Buddy, I'm home."
So the non-love tap is that snap.
Snap, yeah.
Yeah, not like a love tap to the person I just murdered, but yes. But I'm more worried about my pets at the moment, so because I haven't seen them for a while, so I'll go.
Good to
spend
know
some
that I'm
time
more
in
liked than a than a noble.
And so, Josh, from what you gathered, you don't believe that he actually murdered the girl. Because if she was dead, she wouldn't have looked like a woman.
Oh.
She's dead because we're starting, but
It's just notes for the player, because you saw her, you took stuff, you know she was not what she seemed.
Yeah.
And some of those people can make themselves appear dead.
Appear dead, but they're not dead.
So have we had a chance to discuss all our findings yet, or is this we're all just piling back in?
This is me giving you extra stuff to discuss.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So between you have two people who know for a fact that you're dealing with creatures that can change their form, and anything you take from them dissipates over time.
Yep.
Yeah, and okay, when Zarkok reading through and going through the book type stuff, the book of the lecture and bits and pieces, we make comment about the idea. Wasn't Aisha like the wife of Foxglove that was dead up at near Sandpoint? So apparently she's been visiting or taking trips to Thassilonian, which you wonder why they mentioned coming to the entire continent over the last 3 months.
And I'll give some information for Ross's character. You do manage to get some insight into the Foxglove family. Alden Foxglove in the last 4 years has died 5 times.
Died 5 times.
Yes.
How?
So, do they think that he's using the phoning ability to circumvent listeners' judgment?
No, the first death was for less than a minute. As technically he died while being attacked by the boar. Then he died at Boar, B-O-A-R.
Big pig.
You know, the one the party didn't go hunting with you.
And then he died a second time on the way to Magnamar.
For how long?
That one less than a minute. Still technically a death.
And what we're hearing here, obviously, the Elven Ranger in Sandpoint, whose name's going on my head right now.
Shalelu.
Shalelu, yeah. Obviously, she's also got resurrection capability. She's the one pushing out to get the wall.
Has he exceeded his lot?
And his last death was some months ago. And he has not been brought back since then.
Okay.
That's when the like before.
And from the archives, he was the last living Foxglove.
Okay, so the other one is a Foxglove imposter.
The other one is that there is no Aisha Foxglove on the registry.
Oh.
Ooh.
But to put a spanner in the works, there is actually a Aisha Foxglove on the city's registry.
Well, like I said, Aisha Foxglove was the wife of the one that became tried to become a lich, wasn't she?
No, she was the cousin of his.
Okay. What was the wife's name?
He was never married. The wife that you're thinking about was the wife of his grandfather.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, okay.
So the grandfather who was the lich of
He takes down from the top floor downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the
Okay.
grandfather, not the actual guy.
Okay.
So you've dealt
Okay,
with
cool,
many
okay,
generations
yeah.
of foxgloves with this group.
Yeah.
But Aisha is a fabrication of whoever's trying to take over the
But
Fox
a
Law.
legal fabrication.
A legal fabrication. Still a fabrication.
But as far as the city is concerned, she is a entity and exists.
Okay, the only other way that she could become a foxglove is she was married as a into foxglove.
That would only work if there was someone for her to marry.
Hence the.
When did she get registered?
That is not noted down anyway.
He's always been there, or that you wasn't there last week?
So she's not in the Pharasma history of the family, but she's in the city history of the family.
Falsifying city records, I can't imagine be particularly difficult.
It is not.
I was
And
gonna
proving
ask
that it's
one
falsified is extremely difficult because not everyone will believe the word of the church. Mainly because other people will use that as a try to use it as a legal reason to kick people out or take over their holdings, so they can't use it in court.
Yeah, that sounds like what a Hell Knight would do.
The Hell Knight will probably just ask them directly, and if they lie, kill them.
Did Harry mention that he had to change clothes, and what happened to Ivy picked up at all? Or in that discussion?
So, well, Parry did change clothes, so he did come back and he did outrun the constabulary.
I asked, look, does Parry mention that he had some weakness on his clothes at any stage? I'll leave it up to Parry if he does not. But, so I was going to do a survival check on the goo, just to see if I can determine what caused it, kind of thing, if it makes sense. So.
You can make a survival check, though I will tell you up front that survival will not tell you anything about it. Because
Okay.
it is not the same sort of matter as creatures.
I was about to say it's not a natural matter.
Okay.
It's more of an unnatural substance.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Don't lick
Well,
You don't.
okay.
You should be telling your character that. He probably already has.
Probably
I
okay.
already have, therefore I know what it is.
And I can tell you for a fact, Parry has had experience with changelings.
I accept anyone and everyone and everything.
Still don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because, hey, he gets to sleep with many people in the same body.
Yeah.
So Silver had to go above and beyond today.
After falling far below the day before.
Harry.
Well, sorry. I had to go above and beyond after my stuff up yesterday to
Why
get some
hands so
information. Sorry.
Why are your hands so shimmery?
Did I
Yeah,
have
why are
some
they glowing?
voice? Don't worry
Well,
about it.
you do know that it's generally a sign of thievery.
Ah, you're a thief.
Ah.
Who'd you steal from? Unsuccessfully.
Quite successfully, and
No,
I
no,
got...
you're
no,
glowing, so unsuccessfully.
No, unsuccessfully. Oh, you're a junior rogue. You're a junior thief. You still don't know about it.
Still going. I'm a year out of practice, okay? Give me a break.
No, you've had a year 2 practice. You had a year of...
Sarthrop was speaking up as well.
No, I was going to go back to the jet. Your hands are glowing. Doesn't mean the thief was unsuccessful. Just means the thief is more likely to get caught.
That is correct. We're still successful, just set the trap off.
Yeah. I still managed to get away, so therefore successful.
So far. Run around the...
Help.
those hands you get.
And left a memorable witness.
But you might want to wash that off.
Who can describe you intimately.
Intimately. Nice.
I meant to be sneaky. Oh, let me just jerk you over with my glowy hand.
It was memorable. So therefore, they gotta think about that and not.
So it's not just hands. Glowy hands.
Glowy hands. Yeah.
Did you so happen to release said play toy before the judge got home?
Swift slow glowy hands.
Because $10, the judge went home to his plaything and said, "Oh, don't mind me. I've already been jerked off by the weird stranger that came into this room."
You know, the one that you gave those glowy hands to?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you think about that one?
Probably. Probably gave him a good time and was like, "All right, you can go now."
No, he didn't.
Have you told Lady Highmaster what you found about our adventure?
You can't have told Lady Hindmarsh.
Not yet.
Adventure.
True
And I just want to know how much heat I still have on myself, because I was in the green-blooded person jumping out the window.
Well, technically there's no heat on you specifically. There's heat on the robed guy running away, because technically orcs don't exist in the city.
Okay, cool. I
So I saw a figure in blue robes. I'm now wearing white robes.
And there is this horrific picture that doesn't resemble you done by the judge, who is obviously a bigot towards orcs.
Yeah. Scar, to be safe, have a bath.
What did you say?
No one would expect a clean walk.
Have a bath.
Sure. Oh, but I won't just take Russian eating from people. That's okay.
Is Scar there?
Scar is there, yes.
You didn't kill him.
Did I?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
They're
Why do you say
changelings
that?
of some sort.
Oh.
I'll explain via my knowledge. I have ectoplasm on my satchel. They're shapeshifters. They have the ability to seem.
Oh, so she was a shapeshifter as well.
That's my understanding.
Bitch.
Martin,
Yep.
ectoplasma.
Well, he
Does that mean
was. I
undead?
didn't realise she was.
No, it just means that otherworldly.
Could be a whole family.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same sort of thing that a ghost might leave behind is what a shapeshifter leaves behind if you take a piece of them that is actually them off them.
So you know those 4 people that picked her body up?
Yeah,
What
so
about them?
we need to find out
They
who
weren't from the
those.
Church of Pharasma.
No, they weren't.
And from what Willie can tell from the ledger that Zarthrop had collected, the symbol they had was the Brothers of the Seven.
Oh, that's who they are.
You'd never seen that symbol before.
No, I hadn't.
And do we all know what that symbol
If
looks
the
like now?
ectoplasmic goo
What was
on
that?
Harry is actually part of the
Yes, out of the
shapeshifter,
book.
can they track or follow that back to themselves?
No, it's basically, it dissipates because as soon as it gets far enough away from them, it breaks down.
Yeah.
It's basically just, it's sort of like a hair, all that sort of stuff. It's not really there, it's part of their
I've just got a
ability
wet
to change.
satchel.
Yeah.
All good, that's fine.
No, I'm just thinking, if those people who picked up the body are brothers of a 7, they could all be shapeshifters.
Yep, could be.
If they're trying to muddy what's going on already, then there's something way
Way
deep
bigger.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way bigger.
You also believe it was a setup from the go-go.
Yeah.
You would have had a lot of trouble no matter how you approached it.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you did it at night and just killed everyone.
We didn't do it at night.
Lady Hindmarsh needs to know about this.
And I'm going to be like, because I'm not the smart one of the party, I'm going to ask Lady Highmaster, does she know much about this Brotherhood of 7? Or?
She says she's heard rumours that the nobility are financed by some shadow organisation. Though she's sure there's more than one. And Brothers of the Seven is just maybe the same organisation that she's been getting wind of, or it may be just one of many organisations that are trying to take advantage of these Runelords waking up again.
The question I have for her, is there any Do they have any sort of location in the city that we should look into? Or?
Well, the fact that you saw the 7 sawmill in one of the ledgers, she says that's probably a good place to start. Though she would recommend going in there ready for an ambush, as you have already alerted them to your investigations.
And possibly going at night, if it's in the middle of town.
Okay, is it in the Noble District as well?
It is not in the Noble District.
Sure, okay, good, that's good.
Is it actually a sawmill?
It is a sawmill on the shores of the city. So it's down under the Irispan Bridge, so in the poorer areas. So your orcness won't actually cause too much of a stir down there as it does up here.
Okay.
Because many of the
I'll-
residents down there technically aren't residents.
So has Arthur shown the mummified hand?
Sorry?
I don't believe he brought any of the parents or grandparents here back with him.
Okay.
No, he didn't. That didn't interest him. It wasn't old enough.
Harry wants to.
But he had a closer look at the remnant of the base that Hector moved on it in his own time as well. So.
You have determined that it is actually a reproduction. So someone basically created that on the cheap.
Ah.
Perry wants to do an Arcana check on Swift's hands.
Okay.
See what I can do to, untag her. So, natural 20.
She wants her hands glowing, so therefore she can always see what she's doing when she's trying to pick a lot.
Read by hand light.
37 upgraded.
37 upgraded. Looking at it, it just looks like a rather minor curse.
Curse?
Yeah, it is actually a curse. And so it would take a remove curse to remove it,
Yep.
which generally requires priest, which will be in questions. So you can tell why nobility will put curses on things.
Yep.
Because it's a lot harder to get rid of them.
Yep.
But you recognise it's just it's a very
no.
simple minor
It's-
curse.
No, that's all I need before I start throwing a second level dispel magic. And then all of a sudden I just still see hands glare. Glad I did an Arcana check first. To know what the hell did you get your hands into?
But hey, you do have a cleric with you. I'm sure he has a remove curse with him.
I'm sure the priest of Pharasma is prepared to use a remove curse on a thief.
Yes, just let me get my sword out.
Sword.
I realised I was going to be.
Well, if I lock their hands off, that will remove her curse.
Guess what?
It certainly will.
Your hands are cursed.
My hands are cursed.
That's a minor curse.
Luckily we've got a priest. He can do a remove curse.
I don't think I'm high enough to remove curses.
Isn't it a third level spell? And aren't you 6?
I couldn't see remove curse on my spell lists.
You can learn it.
Well, I was going to actually ask one of the cats to see if they can lick it off your hands. So.
Well, if I can learn it, I'd definitely like to.
Spread the curse.
I'm going to get all the cats that turn up to start licking your hands to see if they can get rid of it. Okay?
Sounds
Actually,
good.
that is a good way of doing that. Even though I do not know anything about those cats.
My hands are gonna feel like sandpaper for weeks, but that's fine.
This is punishment. This is punishment for set up alarm.
Nice.
I didn't need that because it's just a minor curse.
I didn't get the panther and I didn't get the other one dog to do it either. So I was like, I could have got everyone to do it. I just thought to get the cats to do it because we've got a lot of cats just hanging out all of a sudden. So, yeah.
All the animals join in.
Okay, all the animals join in. Fang's a bit rough, with panther, but yeah.
Unfortunately, dispel magic will do nothing. You need remove curse.
Surely our priest knows remove curse. Surely that is a spell.
Oh, it should be it. I think it's remove curse, is it? 11.
Yeah, I couldn't see it when I was
Let me find out.
generating my character.
I assume Priest of Divine, I assume, is that right?
Yeah.
It should be in the spell list.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look for you, Ross. So.
Where is my Adobe stuff? Did I? Adobe
Okay,
Express.
so yes, Lady Heimark asks, is there anything else you want to add to your investigation so far? You have successfully managed to identify that they are shape changes. She doesn't know what type. Have to be fairly advanced if they're taking on a form of a dead person.
Yeah.
Considering if they've done so, then they're probably the ones behind Kordar's actual appearance. Though we have had to check to make sure Deuce was actually dead, because apparently he killed someone last night.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Doozer is gone.
Yeah,
You didn't get cremated.
No, he was put in stasis until Willie had defeated the Sandpoint Devil.
That's right.
Because my body's not allowed to be returned home until
Your foe has been defeated.
my foe has been defeated.
Yeah.
Does that mean?
You have to defeat it one-on-one to achieve the...
Yes.
Oh, so it can't be a group thing.
No.
No.
It was never a group thing.
And you can deny the actual achievement by simply casting a heal spell on him or a buff beforehand.
You can deny it just by cheering on and distracting the Sandpoint Devil, we found out.
Yeah, any interference, no matter how minor.
We were outside the circle just flipping him off. He turns around and goes, I'm going to burn you. And then Dude's like, I defeat you. I was like, yeah, but you had help because they distracted me. I'm like, well...
That's your fault! That's your fault!
They actually state how to defeat him. So if you defeat him at like hopscotch or something like that.
It can be anything. Doozer just chose combat because he was stubborn.
No, it's Goron, so it's combat.
For you, Ross, there's a thing called Cleanse Affliction in Divine Level 2.
Technically,
Yeah,
isn't he my
Curses,
favourite
diseases, and poison. Okay.
foe through...
But not
Okay.
curse.
So,
I did not see that. I would like to take that if possible.
No, but the problem is it's not it needs to be cursed.
So it's a level 2 action spell.
Which book is it in?
Oh,
And what page?
the website doesn't come with the page, unfortunately. The other website.
What's the name of it again?
List. Divine?
It's called
Oh, sorry. Page 320. I was trying to say play completion for the last 10 minutes or so.
320.
Yeah, designed to remove curse, disease, or poison.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it is a second level spell, and it is the Divine.
What's it called?
Cleanse Affliction.
Yeah.
If you remember,
Okay.
can't give it a ball.
That's all right,
But it is player core.
Yes, I got player core up.
Yes.
So am I able to take that or not?
You are able to take that.
When I
Yeah.
finally call
Probably go up to the next direction or whatever direction we'll do. Yeah. Look, I don't think there's anything else people to talk about. I think it's time now. We probably rest up. I tried to pull all the glass fragments out of my skin and rest up.
Nice.
And
I stole it, obviously, but anyway.
It's not
Doesn't matter.
I like it. I like it a lot. Very woolly.
Read it all.
yeah, look, if Zarfa can help pull out all the glass, and every time the glass gets pulled out, I have a catalytic to the wound. But yeah.
So you want Garfox to do first aid on you?
You pull out the gaffer tape?
I feel like regret.
He pulled out his slightly smaller kukri, he's filled with kukri, and said, yep, I can do it.
Sure, I regret me as a person, regret it as a character goes, oh, Zarfa's that.
Okay. Take 5 points of damage.
I just made a few changes.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah, cool.
And a natural 20, so it becomes a, where am I?
40.
34 upgraded for his person check. So, I'm guessing with that, he's got this ready to take another 20, so he always goes take another 20 at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why it's customized further, make it easier to see.
So you're going for diamond-shaped indentations, so he has a interesting look.
It's due to the fact that Garlock, he's got the feet risky surgery. You basically cut him open a bit wider to get a good look, but then you can patch him up better at the end.
And do you sign all your work?
This one out.
Just a small Z in the star.
Well, all the things are signed for Z.
Exactly.
Medical malpractice.
12, 19, 21,
Case that I read about
30 points of healing.
patient who had liver
Yeah, I needed 10 of those.
surgery uses a solder.
Well, 15 after the cut, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Guy died 3 months later and saw the signature of the doctor, and they were like, "Oh, what's this?" And he goes,
Yeah. Mark, as a role-playing thing,
Yep.
Jesus.
because I got the dragon instinct, Ken, when Zarkov looks at my skin when he's trying to heal it up, does he notice it kind of a bit scaly on certain areas, or
Possibly. That's completely up to you.
Yeah, like I'll leave it up. I'm not sure what your passive perception is on your character, Jeremy, but
Well, he just did an amazing medical check. He knows everything.
you probably notice that you notice a few hard bits of skin looks like scales in some way, like yeah. So anyway, that's all good. Yeah, look, I think we just rest up and then maybe next session we go to the London Mill, or Sawmill.
Night.
Yes, Ross?
What's the difficulty of heightened fourth?
What's the difficulty of...
Heightened fourth.
Heightened fourth means that once you have a 4th level spell, you can cast that spell at 4th level.
And then have that effect at the fourth level as well.
Like a lot of the spells will have.
So,
A lot of the spells will
I
have.
can't remove curse. I can only attempt to remove affliction, disease, or poison.
Yeah.
So currently my only way of removing curse is severing hands.
No, you can.
Heightened version of this spell attempts to counteract with each casting. So that you can still... so it's the idea that you can choose an affliction on a target. If it's advanced past stage 1, you reduce the stage by 1.
Yeah, and the thing is, you only get one chance with it. If you heighten it to 4th, you can do it many times.
Yeah.
So, all through reduction can't occur again. Heightened versions of this spell can attempt to counteract with each casting. So you can reduce a curse 1 stage. Because curses have stages.
Yeah.
And if you didn't end the curse before the end of the first day, then the curse would advance its next stage.
So I would like you to start doing this now, basically.
Yeah. So it was currently a very minor curse, so it might only be a first stage, so a casting of Fling the Fixie on it might be enough, or even if it's not, it might take the glow down enough to be covered by gloves or something instead.
And the amusing thing is the spell itself has a cast of 1 minute or 2 actions, which you can't have both. You can only have either actions or time.
Yeah.
So you can't do this during combat.
Technically,
Well-
it's either a 2-action casting or it's a minute casting. It can't be both.
Can't be both.
Oh, right. I
Like
get it.
they can mistake in
Unless
the
they're trying to make a ritual version of it.
If that's the case, it would be under rituals. There is a separate section for rituals. A spell is never a ritual.
Okay.
And
So
if you look-
that's
if you look at
so
the
that,
clairvoyant
that's
spell,
a post on the forum. Ask which is which.
Yeah, if you look at the clairvoyant spell directly above it, that talks about past 1 minute, but there's no action for it. So, yeah.
So yeah, I would say it is a minute to cast, and it's not a combat spell.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's not a quick fix spell.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
put your hands in this boiling water for a minute.
Well, no. Gentle restorative magic pushes back the effect of toxins and more complex melodies. I'd go take a minute.
Yeah.
That is correct. I go with that.
So it should work.
So it should work. Yes.
Okay, cool. Do that, please.
Yeah, and then I was interested thinking of casting brand. Was it
It's just that if you can cast it at 4th level, it means it just goes away
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Impenitent?
Yeah, so if you cast it at a heightened level, 4th level spell.
Now, if you cast it at 4th level, he could reduce multiple stages of it.
Yes.
So each casting of it reduces at 1 stage, and because he can't cast it at 4th level, he can only do that once per curse.
Oh.
So if you would advance to stage 2, he could reduce you to stage 1, but he couldn't cast it on you again.
Okay. I was just saying because it says at 4th level to counteract. I thought
Yes,
Just got rid of the curse completely.
So he could use it to continue getting rid of the curse.
Oh, okay.
So each casting reduces it, and so you counteract it by bringing it back stages.
Okay. So, like, would he have to cast it
He can cast it on you once, and if he does it
Yeah,
before,
and hopefully that'll be enough.
Oh, and that should be enough? Okay, right.
and if he
okay.
does it before it advances to
Hopefully.
a stage 2, most curses are either minute, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yep.
So like diseases almost.
Okay.
There's another
And we don't get any.
Exactly the same concept as disease.
Okay, so just
and
as
we
a
don't get
second
any
level.
rerolls, do we?
It's not a roll. It's basically it just succeeds.
You go,
'Cause
done.
and that's why it is 1 stage only,
Yeah.
because
Okay. So
you don't get to improve it any further. You don't give them any bonuses on recovering. You've just removed it 1 stage, and if it's on stage 1, that means it's stage 0 gone.
Yeah,
If it's
okay.
on stage 2, you bring them back to stage 1, and the next day you go back to stage 2, and you go.
So you'd need 2 people that know.
No, the other person wouldn't be able to do it.
It's only once per day. It needs to be a 4th level spell to do that.
You would actually need to have the 4th
Oh,
level
right,
spell
that's
to
where
be
the
able to do it.
heightened comes in. Right, okay, that
And
makes
even the
sense.
second day, they won't be able to cast it on it again because it's already been cast.
No.
Once per curse.
Once per case.
okay, I don't roll at all.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay, right. So, like, if you don't get onto this curse straight away,
Yeah.
then you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Right. Please help.
I fucked up.
I forgot to look.
And so that is a useful spell for you to have in the background. Just that you'd have to give up that slot for that spell on the off chance you're going to need it. Because you have to memorize. Unlike D&D, you memorize the spell in the slot.
Well, I mean, it's not only just curses; it's diseases and poisons. So
Yes, so it is
it's-
extremely useful.
It could have helped Cordar and
It would have saved Quarter.
Yeah.
Or at least stopped him from getting malaria in the first place.
Yeah.
You're looking a little peaked. Bink!
You're all better now.
Good touch.
And knowing this party, we would probably use that a lot.
I still would have stayed in the death.
Especially when we have a road that doesn't look before they do stuff.
You ain't never forgetting
I'm
this.
not getting that look down in my nose.
It's very much like a failed ranger.
Oh yeah.
I just need to think about what I do before I actually do it.
My name is Swift Shiny.
It's Pathfinder. This is the punishing game to make mistakes in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will give you leeway, and I will tell you when you can get ways out of it.
Yeah.
But it's not always going to be nice,
No.
and it's always going to be messy.
Yeah. I'm adding that in as a nickname. Shiny hands.
Shiny hands.
Okay.
So what I've learned that as a rook, I don't do anything wrong in the cities and keep out of harm's way and kill everything in the wildlife. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Don't get caught.
Mark,
You want, just don't get caught.
the other thing is leave no witnesses.
Yep, leave no witnesses.
Next time I'll bring the great sword out and chop both the heads off. Okay, gotcha.
You
Yep.
have to witness.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
It's not the best result, but it is the safest result.
And
That killer changed.
Either way, the majority
technically,
knows
you wouldn't have to actually chop the head off the judge. He's already annoyed by damaging his sword.
He doesn't know who though.
Yeah. Look, if we had to go that level, we had to go that level, you know. So, I learnt now not to take the safe route. I might have to go a bit more violent next time.
Oh, the other thing is, escaping is the easiest one because they're not going to be hunting you as vigorously. It's like, okay, you caused a problem and you ran away. Okay, well, he got away. He killed someone and he ran away.
No, that's fair enough. That's
The
I was thinking, I was like, how am I going to get out of here? Because I do know how bad the guards are going to be. Because if the guards are real risk guards, I'll be in trouble. I suppose if they're Hell Knights, I would be, definitely chased till I died. But yeah. But yeah.
Only if the Hell Knight thought you'd broken one of his laws.
Yeah, that's fair. I know my levels now. That's okay. And no offense, Willie, but I won't follow you to trying to disarm people next time either. So.
Yeah, Willie's taken a different view of these things in himself. So yes.
Did you mean literally disarm them?
And Willie now has the advantage of if the person you're in an altercation with is not a noble, you've got an advantage on them.
And yeah, I've learned that. Yeah, it's
I'm a
the alarms going off. Just don't do it. Yeah. But it's okay. I was just trying to calm down the people, but I just got a bit too forceful.
From the outside, it looked far worse than it was.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I all I wanted to do was subdue her. She stabbed me. I got a bit more crankier, and it was like, and then I threw her through a door, and she might have broken, or who broke its neck for a little bit, or pretended it had, and it's like, oh. So, the main thing, the gnome survived and got some information. So it's okay.
Mark.
Yeah.
At some point, Willie is going to have a bit of a chat to you and basically give you a pat on the back and thank you for backing him up.
That's okay. I kind of did that because as soon as I saw you go in, I thought, I'm going to take out the other person straight away. And I thought, it's not going to be good either way because the alarm's already gone off. But it's like, it was the best thing out of the situation, I thought. So,
yeah, absolutely agree. Just a little bit disappointing that the rest of the group didn't follow suit. But thank you for giving me a hand.
That's okay. I mean, I try. Well, I did break both the wrists, so I probably kind of got a little bit too far. But,
I don't know. Yeah, broken wrist, they heal. It's no big deal.
Broken wrist, no.
I know for a fact that they heal.
You are not speaking from experience at all.
Okay, there is one thing I would like to add.
Yes.
Next time, can we make a plan first?
Nah, it's better doing the fight.
That's just crazy talk. I don't know where you get that from.
And just let you know, I was going to use the fire breath at one stage.
Or how about our fearless leader tells us what they're about to do? Not just scale the wall and trigger the sirens.
Now, I wasn't
no plans to make contact with the enemy.
I think it's just more our fearless leader's got to write down exactly the steps next time, so it's okay.
Or is
Open the
it
gate, not set off the alarm. Gotcha.
Yeah,
You're not doing
was
good
it going
with
to
the
be when in
lead
doubt,
stuff.
follow Willie's lead?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, yeah, well, there's limitations there. Come on. Settle down there.
I mean, let's not get
Well,
crazy.
we couldn't follow Silver because she wasn't there.
That's all good. As I said, I was texting Mike from Star Wars. I was just saying,
Welcome to take a
I think my
leadership,
character's
mate.
No, I'm good.
That's what I thought.
I was just starting to enjoy the Barbarian too. I
Give
thought,
us
oh
some
no, I've lost my
information as
character.
much as you want to get information.
Well, you could literally have lost your character if you'd gone down the combat route on your escape.
Yeah, look, I knew combat was going to be a good thing, and I thought about surrender. I thought that's probably not a good thing either.
Yep.
And I never thought about running till you mentioned. I'm going, oh, that's right. I do have 40 feet, in range. I can run very fast.
And when you're doing 3 lots of 40, there's nothing can catch you that's not already mounted. or
No, that's
flying.
right.
The guards couldn't catch me at 3 rounds to 30.
They were doing 20 because of their armor.
How does Scar have 40 feet?
In
So
range.
I have so it's a ability I have. When I rage, I get an extra 10 feet, and I'm 30 feet standard. So,
Okay, right.
so it's kind of
What's
like
the quick hour?
Fast, angry orc.
Yes.
I'm
No,
thinking
because I
of,
was just thinking, I was like, I thought I was a faster at now base 40 with my nimble elf. And
I could get a 45 if I grab the other feet for extra thing, but I thought, 40 is pretty good.
yeah, I've got nimble elf and
Right.
fleet, and I
So
also
I'm probably the slowest one in the group.
Yeah. But I've also got a 2-action charge. I can charge and attack in 2 actions, so that's helpful too. So I'm trying to get, my main thing is to get into combat to soak up as much damage for the other people get it. So that's my thought anyway.
Okay, so we'll be ending tonight with next session being your assault on the 7 Sawmill. Because you're expecting it to be a bloodbath now that they know you're coming.
yeah.
And they've interacted with you before.
Yeah.
And there might be some hurt feelings on the other side.
Well, there's certainly hurt feelings on this side.
Well, you did threaten him that you were definitely going to murder him next time, so
Yeah, but that was in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I just like the scene of you being
but he-
dragged out in handcuffs, going like completely like deranged to learn.
Yeah.
It melted, I say! Game it! You're a dead man!
Okay, so I will put us on end credits and then chat to you after.
You're not going to escape them.